Hello, everybody. This is Composing Live, where we have an up close and personal look at how music is made. Hope you're doing well. Today is Thursday, and we're on part 13 today of the Moldau transcription. It's a monstrosity of a project, and I'm really looking forward to finishing this up soon. Hopefully by today, if not, probably by next week. So, with that being said, this is one of my most favorite pieces that I've always wanted to study more and transcribe and mock it up at some point in time, and we finally are doing it. So it took 13 episodes and maybe close to 40 hours now. I'm guessing after this it will be about 40 hours. So. Yeah, it's a decent amount of hours to just do like a 5 or 6 minute song, something like that. But it's been a great lesson for me as well, and I hope you guys are enjoying this. So without a further ado, I will go ahead and play you guys just a snippet. I remembered how to skip a little section from this part, making this locator set to orange, and what that does is it skips to the next part. So because this is just a repeated section anyways. With that being said, it's good to see everyone here. We got the gang. We have Guy Shard and we have Samuel Sheridan. Well, doing well. How are you guys doing? Let's go ahead and then play, and then we can talk some more. Here we go. stop right here. Okay, so as we are hearing through this section, the little empty spaces that you see here are the missing instruments. So we want to add in some strings, some percussion. Also, speaking of strings, somewhere here, leading into that transition, the strings sound a little funny. So remind me to fix that at some point if I forget. But yeah, no, I'll definitely do a pass and polish a bunch of the MIDI quirky stuff that happens. Also, the percussion was sounded a little late to me. I'm not sure why. Let's just double check and see. So percussion has a bass drum and crash cymbal hit. For some reason, that sounded like it was like half a beat off from the rest of the band. I'm not sure why. That was probably just more of a sample misfiring, and maybe a overload of CPU for a moment. But anyways, I just want to check that. So we do have a lot to do today. A lot of it will be strings, and then percussion, right? As I mentioned before, brass woodwinds are essentially done. The only thing we're missing is the very end. The very ending is just like two notes, very marcato-y and powerful at the end. But anyways, we can do that at the end. That'll be easy peasy. So first off is we got to find the measure that we're at, and this is measure 359 in the score. By the way, for those who have been watching, you probably know already, but anyone that's watching this video for, let's say, the first time, if you do want to get a copy of the score that I have over here, you can do so if you just go in the YouTube description. If you're on Twitch, just let me know. I can copy and paste it for you. But yeah, so you can find that description link and you can just download it. It's a condensed version, so it's not the entire piece. I did take out the middle section essentially and kind of did a Frankenstein of gluing together after, but the score accommodates that or reflects that, so you can go ahead and read along, and then you can do your own analysis, which I love doing, by the way. If you want to up your game, you got to do some score study. It really helps. I mean, at least if you want to do the more traditional orchestral stuff, I think it's important to learn from all the masters, or even just one master. If there's one person that you really like and you let them influence you as a composer, pick one of your favorite pieces and go to town with it. Okay, so 359, we are going to work on basically these three instruments: the viola, violin 2, and violin 1. Ooh-wee. Okay, so oh yes, and thank you, Sam, for correcting me. I just saw your note there about the day. I said Thursday, didn't I? I'm so used to doing Thursday streams now that I just went on autopilot there. But yeah, today is Wednesday. I can't do tomorrow on our regular time. That's why I moved it temporarily to today, Wednesday. So yeah, thanks for that little correction there. I totally forgot about that. Okay, so going back to this, let's do the viola. Yeah, viola. I'm always cringing with viola, only because my reading skills for viola is very weak, and this is a good push in the right direction. So that note is going to be a E, I believe, and E3, or in the European world, E2, but this would be E3, I believe, in the American system of how we say our notes. Anyways, that we'll start there, and then we'll do these runs. Now these have 7 runs. The 7s are kind of funky. I would say, to do that properly, Um, you can do two things. And I think this will probably be a better route. Is the way I'm thinking is, let's just open this up. Is we're gonna have to make it in the quantize panel, and you can make new presets. So I forget how to do this. It's been a while, and I think it's partly because this is new window and it didn't save some of my other settings, but no worries. I think we will figure it out as we go. There was a way to do it, and I just can't remember the way straightforward way to do that. Let's see here. So let's just say I'm doing. Those who are watching, you probably just got disconnected on both sides actually, YouTube and Twitch. So I do apologize for that. Sometimes that happens. I don't know. I can't put my finger on as to why that happens. Sometimes I'll double check my network settings. I kind of have a feeling. I I had to switch some things around in the last week or two, and so I'm thinking it's probably due to that. But I do apologize. I'm gonna have to reload Cubase. I was actually right in the middle of starting Viola, and then that just happened. Luckily, with YouTubers who are watching, it actually saves the setting, which is really cool. So it all stays in one video. On the Twitch side, you'll see two split videos. Nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. Okay, so if anyone knows how to add a 7 run within a certain beat, and I'm thinking in this case these are dotted. These are probably dotted notes, unless the time signature changed. No. Okay, so this is kind of a funky part, to be honest. I would imagine these two notes are dotted eighth notes. Even though there isn't a dot, sometimes they don't put stuff like that in the score, and you just kind of assume this is that, because it shouldn't, there shouldn't be two of these in 3 beats, right? In a 6/8. So in that case, let's assume these are 2 dotted eighth notes, and then over here, this would cover the span of 3 beats, 3/8 notes, but we're doing a 7 run, and that's what I'm gonna shoot for. Even this stuff, this is so weird with the violin too. As you can see, it does this, and it's not quite lined up. As you can see, it's not, you know, right with it. I guess I'm missing cello 1 as well, so maybe I should start there rather than the viola. I just realized I did cello 2, but not cello 1. And cello 1 also does this dotted eighth note thing. I just realized. So, anyways, I keep ranting and just to kill time here, but also to realize that this is going to be a little weird in terms of trying to put notes in. Yeah, and then for the eight runs, that seems fine. This is very interesting too, the way it's written. It's not lining up vertically with the score, as normally it should. But I'm assuming an 8 run leading up to this last note on the viola line here would land on beat 4 of the measure, but we won't know until we try it, I guess. And it happens so fast, you don't really hear the details. So, okay, so now we're back here. Yeah, we do have to do cello 1, just as a side note. But I do want to just put this 7 and maybe 8 run as well. And hopefully we don't crash this time. So, how do we do that? That's the question. How do we add this 6 run or 7 run? If I can remember to do that, then we're golden. But let's see here. So first off, should we make it a tuplet? Oh, okay. I think the secret is a tuplet, guys. That's what it was. So you go here, and you actually change this over to that. But I think it has to be in a 16th. Oops. Let me go back here. There we go. 16th tuplet. That's what it was. So I did a 16th tuplet run in 7, all right? And you can actually save this after, but let's see here. We go. It doesn't have to be the same notes. The exact notes that are in this score. I'm just gonna test this out real quick and see if this makes sense. Okay, there's probably a faster way to do this. So I'm gonna go whoop, and then whoop. Okay, so there's 4 notes. Let's add 3 more like that. Okay, so that would work in the span of 2 beats, but we need to have this fill in the span of 3 beats. So how do we do that, guys? That's the kicker. Let's try I don't know if there's not really a dotted way to do this, but if I were to do 7 times 2 would be 14, right? Okay, so let's do 14 instead. And let's go to the 16th notes. Okay. Let's see if that does anything. I don't think this was right. Maybe we need to go in the tuplet world. Something doesn't seem right. Maybe 8th notes. Maybe 8th notes. Because this doesn't matter too much. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and this is in the span of that, right? So instead of, let's see, let's do quarter notes. Oops. I'm gonna go back and do quarter notes. Okay, so now I'm on quarter note 14 let. I've done this before, guys, with some professors that I was helping with on their notation. So I know what I'm doing, I swear. But let's see. It's been a minute. Half, this grid is not reflecting correctly for some reason. It just seems a little off to me, so let's zoom out, zoom in. There's definitely a way. See, because in this ruler it shows up, but out here it's not really it's not changing for some reason. I don't know exactly why that's the case. Because okay, well, anyways, I think we can make this work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need to go maybe twice as long. Okay, so if this is the 8th note, yeah, sorry, this is kind of funky. Okay, let's say it's like this, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5, and we're about halfway there. Okay, so let's shrink that down about, and this is if you want to be super precise, right? It's not, so this is 6. Okay, so let's shrink this down, and we'll get there. Maybe I should have done 2. Is that right? Okay. Haha, voila. So that is a 7 run, guys, right there. So we have E, F sharp, and then all the way up. So, and then we're in the key of E major, right? So let's just do a E major run all the way to that E. So let's go, and I'll turn this on so you can hear this. Actually, I'm not hearing it being it. Oh, there you go. And let's move this to maybe spiccato, or even like a tremolo sometimes would work. Short brush sometimes works in something like this. It just kind of depends. C sharp, D sharp. Okay, so that in itself works. I don't know if there's an easier way to do that, guys, but let's just save it. Okay, so we got that as one preset. The other one is to making the 8 run. I'm not entirely sure what that would entail, and maybe that's a 30-second note. It's probably just a 30-second note. Anyways, now that we save that preset, it actually comes down here, so you can actually just pick that whenever we need to do that. And let's hear it. Okay. Because how quiet this is for some of this, I'm just gonna bump up the volume, and then I'll turn off that limiter again, or yeah, I'll just bring this down. I'll remember to bring that down. So we'll bring it to, let's say, that, so you can hear it better. Okay. All right. So that's that short brushed sound. Let's try a different approach. Right. It's not perfect. That's one sound. Now that short brush sound, I'll give it another chance. I'm wondering if there's a way to just use the faders to really bring up that volume. Okay. Still sound, even though it was louder, it sounds a bit what would you say, mushy. So I think the other one was better. So let's stick with the spiccato run here. Okay. Now the other one would be this performance legato. I forgot. So one more option is let's try performance legato, and you maybe put some fader on that as well. Well, that sounds better. Right, something like that. Okay, so, and this is so fast, right? This is like one of the 20 times or so we'll be doing this. But let's try that approach and see what happens. So that the other thing is, over here, we have these two notes that are essentially, filling 2 beats, or 2 notes within 3 beats. So that should be a dotted half note on each of these. This is a E, and this is a G sharp. So let's go back and put that in. So how would that work? I think we need to do a triplet kind of thing. I'm not too sure. I think it's something like this. No. Yeah, this, because I set this up as 8th notes in a 6/8. So then do I just, I just make it extra 8th note or 16th note? Oh, I have to go 16th note. That's what it is. So just 16th note, and then there you go. There's your G sharp. Okay, and then, sorry, it's loud. Let me try that again. That's what it's saying. Let's see how we can make this part better. Oh, this is a different. Oh, this is all legato, isn't it? Okay, never mind. So let's see. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's look at the second measure and just kind of do it in succession. That's what it's saying, right? I'm pretty sure that's what we have. And a guy, you're saying, have you tried to select the notes, then scores, menu, build, and tuplet, set type to 7? Yeah. In the scores, then scores menu, build, and tuplet. Oh, I haven't tried that. I think in the scores menu, let's see. I'm just curious. If you go to rhythm notations, do I have to open the score editor? Is that what you're saying? And then go to build in tuplet. I think that's maybe if you were to notate it. Maybe that's what that option is. I'm not sure. But if anything, this one is sort of, this is not perfect, but having this works in terms of the math. So I think we're good there. Sorry, I'm probably missing a lot of your questions. I'm just so focused on trying to get this part finished out. So if I have time, I can go back and answer some of your other guys' questions. Okay, so that's basically that on the viola part. And then we have another run over here. And I'm just going to scoot over. So on this next page, you have this 8. So what do we do there? Then you go, and then you go to the F sharp instead. So you add you're just squishing in a new note, an extra single note to reach to that F sharp. So then the F sharp goes down to C sharp, or no, B natural. So let's add that in now. So in this situation, it's a little bit different. What we're going to do is we're going to go to this measure, make these, I believe, 30-second notes. Let's see. It might not be 30-second notes per se. Let's try the triplet side of things. It might be a 16th triplet. Yeah, something like that. Let's see if this works. No, because we're one note shy. So this one's kind of weird. I'm just gonna double check here real quick. There seems to be a lot of 7 runs. We figured that out, but with the 8 runs, is there enough to justify making a thing for that, or preset for that? I don't think so. So, okay, now I'm gonna cheat. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna cut this, and I'm gonna cut up to here. This. Go to cursor mode. Cut that. Okay, and then I'm gonna time stretch this to the next beat right here, like that. That's the cheat way, and you could do that for the 7 runs too. But I think that one warranted making the preset. So going back to here, let's see. You have that, and then F sharp. Okay, and then 16th notes. Dun dun. C, B. Okay, and so on. Now these notes that hit up in slurs don't really do it for me, and this is where it gets tricky. I'm debating if I should move these over to this side, like this. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there, but boom. Well, oh, I see what happened. Okay, so then maybe here we can do a different articulation. Maybe here we do either a marcato, maybe. That sounds a little better for me, so we'll just also massage that. Too much. Let's go back. Something like that. A little bit louder. Okay. Something like that. And then maybe bring down that. that volume or velocity. Bring on some of the CC11. Maybe that's a little too quiet now. But yeah, somewhere in that vicinity. Now I'm going to turn off my my limiter, or bring it back down, because this is where it crunches a little too much. And let's hear that in context. You can't even hear it. And I think in the recording, in the orchestra recording, you can't really hear that as well, which is, I mean, when you maybe combine all the other strings, you might hear a hint of that. When you're maybe watching it live, that's a different story. There's more visual thing there, but with the ears, it's hard to hear that. Let's do it again. So as you can see, brass are just drowning out the strings, and that's that makes sense. You know, brass is playing long notes while strings are playing super fast and all that junk. Thank you, Guy. So the grid needs to be 14 rather than 16 as you expect. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I think the grid is is just kind of messed up in general. I'm not sure what happened there. But now that we have sort of a game plan, or a concept, a proof of concept for these three measures, we can just go to town. I'll just keep going with the viola while we're here, and then we'll figure out the next part. It looks like violin 2 is very similar to viola. So I'm going to go both of these, and I'm going to go back to this one. No, let's do this actually. Okay, and then let's just take it to the end. This is going to be a bit of time, but let's see how we do. So we have 7. This is another 7 run. You can copy and paste this too. That's the other cheating, is once you get a few of these down, you could sort of go back and do this method. So this looks the same. Looks like the E's there. Okay, and then we do it again over here, actually. Okay, and then next is this 8 run. Oops. Like that. And then it goes back. Like so. Oh no. Yeah, so luckily this is very repetitive, just like the brass and other things here. Let me solo that. Okay, so you know, it's not my favorite in terms of the sound, but if you wanted to go proper and whatnot, and also for editing purposes, this probably is a safe way to go. Let's do a little bit of this though. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of a ride on each of these two. Like that. Okay. Yeah, you can't really hear that, but again, that's what it's saying to write, so there we go. All right, and then moving on. So I just did pretty much all of around here, all of this. So now we're on this run. As you can see here, it just goes to regular 16th notes, and now it's 6 notes, right, in that space. 2 for each beat, basically, and so on. So this is an interesting run. It's something that I didn't really think is effective in terms of like just repeating something over and over, but yeah, it's something to think about. So over here you have E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp. Okay, and then this is D sharp. This is G sharp. Cool. All right. So the other thing I'm maybe hearing that could be better is over here on this marcato. It kind of comes in a little late, I would say. So I'm gonna just push it forward to see if that helps. To me, yeah, that sounds a little more natural. I mean, it's still not perfect, but that to me will help. But then doing that, moving forward, maybe I just have to remember this measure 202. I'll have to do that for everything from here and on as well. So let's just keep going. After this, we do a 7 run. Well, actually, you know what? This retains that position, right? So maybe I don't have to do that if I just copy everything like this. Over here, we have E, F sharp, all the way to E, G sharp. Okay, great. Although this one is different. This goes to that, like that. And this is C sharp. Right? That's what it's saying. Okay. Next. Oh, actually, this is the same one, isn't it? Okay, so let's delete this. Let's go back here. To answer your question, Sam, you said, are you releasing Always in Our Hearts? Yes, I just uploaded that. So you will see that on Spotify in probably 1 or 2 weeks from now. Yeah, I put that up. I actually did another pass on it just to kind of polish up a few things and make certain parts louder, as well as slowing some points down and whatnot. Yeah, and then I'm reading your question here after my Bear McCreary question. I guess I missed that. Sorry. I wanted to ask you whether you have experimented with Dolby Atmos. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be happy to answer those questions. I think you'll be disappointed on that particular one with the Dolby Atmos, but yeah, I'll get back to those questions in a second. So let's keep going here though, real quick. We have this, and then going back down to this note, but this is actually a D, so D sharp to be exact. All right, and then this one is there. That's correct. Okay. All right, I'm just going to press play here and see what it sounds like in succession. Okay, and then 207, or in the score, let's see what that is. That's actually 373 in the score. 374 actually. That's something's off. I think I'm one measure behind. So anyways, this is the big section, and let me just see what's going on here. Oh, okay. So let me see if maybe I wrote that measure number down wrong. Nope, that's right. Let's see. I'm a little confused here. Let's see. Why is that the case? I think I just moved everything over. So somewhere here I skipped a beat or skipped a measure. So let's find that and fix that real quick. This goes here. Oh, you know what? I need to do that with this like that. Anyways, okay. Let's keep going backwards. We have here. Okay, I might have fixed it. Let's see here. So if I do this one, F sharp, G sharp, A all the way to F sharp, and then C sharp. Okay, and then here. Oh, okay. So we do it 3 times. That's why. Okay. So now we're on the same page and synchronized. All right, so what I'd like to do is before going back to or going forward actually on this, I actually want to go back to the violin section now, violin 2 to be exact, because violin 2 is doing essentially the same thing but backwards. It's doing this run that we see here on the first beat, but it's moving it to the second half of the bar, which would be something like this. And the notes are different, but I'm just moving that over so we have something there. And then let's double check that. Let's see. Maybe the notes are similar. Let's see. Okay. What I was saying is, let's hear a little bit of that with this. Something like that. All right. Wow. Very strange. Unusual, I should say. So, I mean, is it unusual? To me, it's unusual. But yeah, that's interesting. So then over here, let's try that. We'll make this a marcato. I feel like this part needs to be just a little louder. Right? Because with everything else, oh, but am I doubling? Oh, I am doubling. That's why. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. I see. Wow. Okay. So I forgot that I added some east-west layering on this from previous episodes. So I wonder if I should double that with east-west stuff. So over here, if I were to match it with the viola, let's hear that too. I'm really curious. Ooh, there you go. That sounds pretty good. I might want to just intact that and keep that going. So it's kind of in that same vein or the same phrasing of things. So let's just do that. Let's copy the little fader information that I have over here though. And I should have done that over here too. I have to do it one more time. So let's do that over on this beat. Okay. All right. And then what I'm going to do is do that for the East-West Violin 2 as well, like that. And let's look at the data over here. Do I have to delete anything? No? Okay. All right. So it might sound more powerful now and more prominent. All right. And then put that other stuff in. It's not complete, but yeah, so it'll be interesting to hear it all in context. Tom Jones says it's not unusual. It's not unusual. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's do the phrasing of this one now. So Well, and also I have to go through the violin notes as well on these runs, but I'm just gonna quickly put the notes over here. Sure, we'll glue it together. There's this B. Okay. Oh, actually, no. This one should go like that. All right. Okay. And maybe push that over. Anyways, this is the first note is just single, so it goes like this to here, like that. Okay. So then I should have. Oh, okay. And I did mess up. So let's see. This should be eighth note over. There you go. Oops. You know what? Let me just solo string so we're not dealing with all that other stuff. Something like that. I don't know how I can make that more musical sounding, but we'll figure it out. Maybe we can also just exaggerate some of this run information, so kind of do that. I'm not entirely sure if that really did anything, but we do that, and what else? Oh, I thought I soloed that. Okay, all right, that sounds a little better, a little softer, helps. And then now we're going to highlight this, this, and this. Okay, now let's look at all the violin 2 notes. So let's see it together in the score. Violin 2 is up here, so I just did that B. This part should be right, but now we're gonna hit it hard and do 360 to here, 373. Okay, all right, so let's do that. This one is correct. Okay, here we have E, G, no. This is non-transposing now, so it's just a B. You know what? Let's also doing a big key editor. Okay. Okay, I just want to hear that and see if that sounds good by itself, but I'm pretty sure these are going to be changing quite a bit. So here we have E. Okay, and then here it goes up to F sharp. Oh, you know what? Did I think I made one mistake. Let's try that again. I was looking at probably a different line or something because my eyes are playing tricks on me now. No, that's right. So I should be looking here at this measure. E, G sharp. All right. Now, all of these guys probably need to move up like this. Oh, I see what's wrong. So these are just regular 16th notes. So we're going to move this over. Oh, hello. And then this, oops, this will just be a E. On top of that, maybe I should let these overlap a bit. I don't know if I did that on the other ones now I think about it. Some of, actually, they did overlap on the later ones. Maybe on the beginning they didn't. Okay. Well, let's move on then. So after this G sharp, over here we have a 7 run again. That's correct. Okay, what about this one? E. Okay, I have a feeling I made a mistake on that viola part. Over here. So viola part, I think this is wrong. What measure would this be? 361. Let me just double check. 361. That one's right. Something got off. Let's see here. This. That one's good. What about this one? Yeah, that one's right as well. Okay. Why did that move up? That's a little bit confusing. Okay, well, never mind then. So this is 363. I have E, G sharp. Okay, E. Okay, so this one is the one. I'm just gonna double check one more time with the viola. Let's see, viola. No. Oh man, I am confusing myself here. This is it right here. Okay, so this is the part that goes to F sharp. Wow. Okay, I see. I understand now. Yeah, they're overlapping each other, so this is fine. Anyways, going back to the idea is this is not right. We gotta go delete this. And this is actually a 6 run. F sharp. All right. Wow, that's cool. Okay, so then over to the next part. After that, 8 run, and that was measured 364. No, 3. Oh man, I'm really confused. So let's see here. Let's look at all these guys. 364 is over here. Okay. Oops. Okay, so 366, I guess. I don't know. I hope I didn't make a mistake. Let's see here. This viola. All right. So going back here, 366 then is E, G sharp. Oh, okay. I know what I did wrong. So this should be here. Yeah, this is like such a minor detail, to be honest. Most people won't be even able to hear that, I would imagine. Like just one note from each other. Okay. Anyways, yeah, this is such a minor detail. I don't want to get hung up too much on that, but I just want to make sure I'm being accurate as possible. So next we have E. This is 367, right? Okay, 367, you have E, G sharp. Okay, then we have a G double, or F double sharp, which is a G, and then A, C sharp, D sharp, E. Okay, and then this one here is like this again. Right? Why is that on an F sharp though? Oh, wait, let's see here. G, E sharp, G. Okay, let's just double check the measure number here. So, oops, this is 67, 68, 69. Now, 69 is over here. Okay. E. So, we have to do something like this again. F sharp, G, A, B. And 16th notes. Easy. Alright. Okay. So now going to the next page, we have whoa, F sharp. This needs to be all an octave higher, I just realized. Okay. Boom. Because I was like, F sharp, it doesn't go that low, but on this one it does. Okay, so then let's just double check. I overlooked this. These are things you start to realize. You're like, when you're jumping from different instruments, sometimes you copy and paste and then you forget, oh yeah, this is an octave higher. So if I were to press play, then you can really hear the strings here. Oh, even better. Okay, and somewhere there that sounded a little funky. Let's see here. Did I get an accidental wrong? I think it was this one, this G. Was it? Or was it over here? Yeah, it's probably this F double sharp that it's saying. Anywho, yes, I'm glad I caught that. Well, it would have happened anyways, but it's just one of those things that sometimes you don't catch ever. Yeah, so copy and pasting it isn't always your friend. 72, 71, 60, or 70, 69. Okay, going back to this. This is 69 over here. Then we have F sharp. Okay. All right. Going back. Then this goes to like that. Okay. Did I skip something? Because man, I feel like now this is ending sooner than I thought. 73. Maybe I just skipped a page or something because I'm lost. Okay, I think I should be right here. So, whoops. I think I'll undo that. Yeah, okay, and then F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp. Okay. I think I skipped a page, my bad. Next page, or next bar. So then this is E, F sharp, and I think this is the same. No. That's different. And it matches. Voila. Okay, so then next part you have C sharp. Oh, that should be A. Right? Yeah. F sharp to A. Then we have F sharp, G sharp, A, B, all the way to E. So this is another 16-note run. Wait, no, it's a 7. Let me double check here. Nope, this one's right. Okay, I overlooked that one. Okay, this one is a F sharp, A. I think I'm one bar behind though again. Something happened. I'll fix it. We'll find that. Let me just finish this one and I'll just kind of delete this one, I guess. So let's move this forward. Somewhere I jumped the gun. So F sharp, G sharp. Okay, so that's good now. All right, let's go backwards and do some detective work. We have this one, I'm pretty sure is good. Okay, let's look at this one. You have E to F sharp and that run. Okay, so that moves over there now. Okay, that one's good. Next page. E to F sharp, G run. Okay, so I found it. I just overlooked this one because it's the exact same from the previous. So we're good on that. Let's hear that in context again. And also maybe what I'll do here is bring down some of the volume. Just kind of mellow it out a bit. Yeah, I don't know. So as you can hear there, there's a lot going on. Relative to the low strings, which is the cello 2 and bass, I think the bass can be louder in some ways. So I'm just gonna bump it up a little bit. Why not? Around there. And then let's do that for this one as well. Maybe not so much. Shave that down a bit. Okay, I can kind of hear it in context. You can hear it, definitely hear it when it's soloed. Okay. Anyways, yeah, I think maybe that'll balance out some of that with bringing up the bass, and then let's do cello 1. So cello 1 would be over here. Okay, we still have a lot of string notes to do, so let's see how we do. These are less notey, if that's the word, less notes. These are dotted eighth notes, though. So dotted eighth notes will essentially be a 16th note extra of an eighth note. So like this, and then you have G sharp. So like just highlighting a E major chord, right? And volume-wise, it's pretty good. I think when you bring up the velocities in this particular patch, it actually makes it louder, or at least gives it some kind of accent. Okay, so then we do that for a while. So let's just go do that quickly. E natural. All right, moving on. What is this? let's just solo that. Okay. And do 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 do. So this one again. And looks like it's just similar patterns. Yeah, same thing here. Great, easy. Great. Okay, moving on. Yeah, I'm lengthening the notes in case it needs it with the scripting for legato stuff. Going back to this, so we just have E, and then this one's interesting. Let's do G sharp, E, C sharp. Okay. And then after that, what do you do? Although that's not correct. It should be an A or a G sharp. G sharp. Cool. This is much easier. Although this one's kind of triggering funny. Okay, I see. Okay, this one has a F sharp. That's a C sharp. Okay. C sharp, F. So this actually would be a great master key kind of thing to tell you what chord progressions are here. So maybe we can analyze that as well quickly. But yeah, this kind of gives it away, huh? So pretty straightforward. Just kind of highlighting the triad of a chord for each one. All right, two more or one more measure? One more measure. So over here we have B. I'm guessing this is a B dominant chord, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's do the chord. The chord reading real quick, since this is just right in our face. So first off, E major, easy. Then it goes to the C sharp minor thingy, right? Now what I want to do is hear it with just the strings. That's what I want. Okay, and then on this part where it does this 1 2 1 2 kind of thing, let's do that again, C sharp minor, why not? And then over here, this is a B chord, kind of like, yeah, is the D sharp in the bass line? I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, it is. So this is technically correct. I mean, you can just put B, but I'll just keep that in there. And then moving on, you have the same progression. Let's just copy that over here. Let's do it one more time. Okay. And then, is this correct? This is correct. Why don't we just look at the bass line as well? Boop. Oh, I hate when this happens. Why is that happening? There we go. Okay, so then over here, then the G sharp is on the bass. So let's add a G sharp on the bass. Why not? Gives this is just a study in voice leading. Actually, I like that little gap there. So then this is another one of those. It's C sharp minor and then B. Oh, but the bass line is on a B. So let's get rid of that. It's just a B dominant chord. And then here we have a C sharp. Okay, so then there's this cool F sharp ninth chord. So there's a G sharp in there somewhere. This leads into the next part. I'll just skip that. I mean, let's just put in. So there's your F sharp again, and then this is probably a C sharp minor. So, and then what's this? This is a F sharp minor over A. Okay, and then you got your B. So this is a 2, right? In the Roman numeral analysis, this is the second supertonic, I think they call it. And then this one over here, you have your B dominant again, and boom. Next measure would be this part. Now I'm not sure why this is bleeding over, because as I'm reading this, something is off. So I'm a little bit nervous as to why that's the case. Let me see here. Oh no, okay. I kid. Let's do this. I'm gonna just change. This is throwing me off. Generally, the markers are there when there's like new sections. The new section actually is right here. So I put 373 only because that's what's on the first measure of the page. So anyways, that keeps throwing me off for some reason. So we're good. We got the Roman numeral analysis, as well as just regular harmonic chord analysis. Looking at it, it's pretty straightforward, right? You just have, let's see, I'll do it on the cello. This is all legato stuff. Let's see here. Do I have anything that I can play that's sustained? Let's see here. There you go. Okay, so I have E, and then so the C sharp minor is a sixth of the E chord. So it's nothing crazy, right? It's just like the 1 6 5 1 6 5 1. Over here you have this, and then which is this, and then it goes back. Now that doesn't sound right to me. That's right. Okay, so, and then over here, that's a cool chord. F sharp ninth chord apparently, and is that a major? Let's just I'm assuming so. It doesn't say in there, but I think over here, if we just double check, so there's your G sharp. Oh, well that's weird. There's actually a B in there, so I'm actually questioning now if this is the right the right chord. If there's a B in there, that doesn't seem right. Let's just double check. Okay, so what is this measure? This is measure 3, 2, 1, 69, 68. Let's actually just put that in. 368. So on 368, I had a B in the piccolo. That doesn't sound right. Why is that? A B in the piccolo? Okay, so I'm one measure off, it looks like. Wow. Okay, so what happened here? Oh no. Okay, let's look at the woodwinds, because something's just not adding up. So this part where that B was, I skipped kind of far there. That should be 367. So there you go. Yeah, 367's right here. That's correct. And then G sharp, B holds on 368. What? That doesn't make sense. So I'm like 1 or 2 measures off from this, which is concerning. So I think it's just 1 measure off. So this stuff, whatever I did here, which all are moving together, is off for some reason, and I have to fix that. I'm a little bit confused. How did that happen? Let's see. 373 is here. Okay, so everything from here probably is correct, but all of this is not right. So let's go backwards. We got G sharp, or not all of it's not right, but somewhere there I messed up. F sharp. Done, done, done. So I think this needs to go here, is what it's saying. But it sounded good to me. Let's see here. Let's try this again. So 368. No, I see. You know what I did wrong? I counted this wrong. This should be 369. Oh, my webcam's not working out. Okay, let's see. There we go. So let's see on cheap viewers on. Don't know what that means. Let's see here. So what I was saying is 369 would be here. 70, 71, 72, 73. Okay, so this is correct. Man, I got thrown for a loop. Is it correct though? Let's see. Yes, 370 would be here. Okay, so maybe I just confused myself because I counted the score measures wrong there for a second. Anyways, we're looking at this F sharp 9 chord. So in the F sharp 9 chord here, 369, there is a B still. Okay, great. So that really threw me off. On this 369 chord here, we're looking at an F sharp in the bass line. Then we have F sharp, C sharp. There's a what kind of trombone? I forget. This is like it's a transposing trombone. So that is not that. I think it's a E and a G sharp or something like that. I believe so. I think it's an E and a G sharp, or let's see, C sharp. Oh no, it would be A and E. So, or E and C sharp. Okay, so this is E and C sharp, I believe, and then this would be all of that. Anyways, I put that in all before. The transposing always throws me for a loop because these are old school type brass writing without the transpositions, and then I mean I'm saying the transposing modern brass horn and whatnot. So okay, I just want to make sure that I wrote that in correctly. That was the whole reason why I was looking at the score numbers and stuff. But you have this note. So I'm thinking there's a 11th chord actually. Let's play it again. If there's a B in there. So something like. And then there should be an A sharp in there. Let's just double check that. It could be that the B is functioning as a like a sustained chord or suspension. So that's probably what it's functioning more as, is a suspended F chord with the added second or 9. Okay, yeah. Anyways, I'm just debating, should I call it an 11th chord, or we do the suspended 2 kind of thing with the added, or no, actually, sorry, suspended 4, but add 2 like that. Yeah. All right. Well, not to be so technical there, I'm just gonna do that. Okay. Now that we have that very interesting jazzy chord there, works really well. And then now after we did the cellos, what's next is the violin 2 and violin 1. So over to violin 2. Let's see. Actually, excuse me, not violin 2. Violin 1 is what's left. So let's go to that, and I'm gonna screw that in. So going back to the score, who are we? There's a lot of notes, and it's easy to get lost. That's the problem. Over here to this side, you have a G sharp, E, B, and so on. So this one is all in eighth notes. You don't have to do all the funky, dotted eighth notes that are going on in this. And the time signature is 6/8. So yeah. Anyways, this one's pretty straightforward. So let's put it in. The cool thing though is let's hear how that sounds all together. I'm really excited to hear that in context. So let's do the performance legato, I guess, and let's play it real quick. Okay, so maybe on this one I will do this. The input. I don't have it for some reason. Huh, that's interesting. I switched over to Nuendo, and it looks like I'm missing the step input. There we go. I just want to put that in. Okay, there we go. So, and that's all the way to the top of the volume. Might be okay if we just bring it down just a bit. Okay, so let's hear that with the strings. Great, okay. Volume balancing sounds okay. So let's just move on and get rid of that. Sorry. I'm trying to hide my lane, and I accidentally did the Control Alt Delete. No. Uh, okay. All right. So then, moving on. I'm gonna extend these out just a little bit, just for good practice. Over to the next measure here, we have C sharp. And this is E. Okay. Great. D sharp. Okay, and let's just make sure that was correct. C, yeah. This one is wrong. So this is a F sharp. There you go. That sounds better. Yeah, okay. So that's like one phrase. And then going to the next part. Well, actually, no, this is like a 3-bar phrase, isn't it? So I bet this is the same. Yes. Okay. Then what we do? So we are on which chords? Oh, well, if I was on the right measure, let's actually go back over here. And this is good to double check yourself, right? So let's go and reference that with the chords. So over here, I just finished the phrasing for 2 rounds. And also an octave higher. And I think that's the right octave. See, the first one is G sharp. I have to double check. Yeah, G sharp 3 is what it's saying. So yeah. So going to that very high stuff, up until this E chord, let's find 365. 365. Okay. So what is this? This is probably another one of these. G sharp. Okay. And then it's probably another phrasing one more time. This is the 3rd round. Let's double check the notes. It's correct. So it's very repetitive. 3 measures that are different, but you repeat it. You repeat it 3 rounds of this. Now we're at this C sharp minor chord. So I'm assuming it's something like this. Let's see the notes though. All right, so now we go down, looks like to E. And this is C sharp, G sharp. Okay. F. And we're corresponding with the chords. It's very important to do that. See, there's that B again. That's really interesting. So again, it's a F sharp 11 or F sharp suspension 4th chord. Right? That's going to sound cool once you hear that in context with everything else, I'm sure. Okay, this one changes. So this is where it resolves, as you can see from that B to A. Now it's still doing a F sharp thing. All right. Let me solo this first. Cool. Now let's hear it with the strings. Yeah, wow, that's beautiful. Okay, then going to the next part. It's just like 2 more measures, it looks like, or 3 more. B. All right. And last but not least, so it was just 2 more measures actually. This is a G sharp. Okay, that's confusing. Let me just double check if I got this correct or not. So the first part is good. Over here, I actually have to move up so that it still spells out that B chord. Okay, great. So let's hear it in context. And while we do that, I'll kind of ride the faders a little bit. Try that one more time. Let me also make sure that this is in replace mode. Great. All right, here we go. And that's it. So we're done with all the instruments for this little section from here to there, and what's left is all of this over here for the strings. We do have percussion though. I'm debating if I should add percussion to fill this section out. Yeah, why don't we do that now? Okay, so going back to the master score. You can go and find this again. Just if you download the revised score on the descriptions, there's a link you guys can download and see. So 359. From there to where we just ended, let's look at percussion. We have timpani, which I think I have, but I don't have the crash and bass drum. So GRC, Gran Casa, and Piatti. Those 2 things are down there. A lot of crashes, and then triangle. So those 2 will call it good. I don't think there's harp, right? Harp isn't here yet. I think harp comes maybe back in. I know harp's not percussion, but that's just another element that I kind of lump with the percussion. And in this case, I don't see any other harps. So going back to the 359, let's maybe do crash and bass drum together. So let's go back here on my iPad as well. Okay. So do I even have a bass drum and crash loaded in? I do. Great, so let's just go here, and then on this end, we're going to make it that big. But it seems like the second one they want louder because there's an accent, so let's go ahead and put that in. And because it's already so loud with the velocity, hello, move that over there. I'm just bringing up in the fader. So let's see. Maybe this one I'll just move velocity up a little higher. Okay, let's press play. All right. Okay. So crash, you can definitely hear the difference. With the bass drum, not so much. Let's hear. So really, I need to exaggerate that. Alright, okay. Let's bring this down just a bit. Okay. That might be too loud. I don't know. Let's just keep it for now. And then you just do it again. This is a 3-bar phrase, right? So we're skipping the third bar of each phrase, and that's what's nice about this writing is very predictable at this point. I'm not bashing on it in any way. I'm just saying that's actually good design in a sense. It's easy to follow. So then over here, I think we do it again. 369, 368, 369. So do it again. What else? Then you do it again. So it's 3 bar phrases throughout to the end. And then over here, we should sort of do the same phrasing for the accents. So I'll just do this for all of the bass drum. Going over here. Wow, sorry, so jumpy today. There you go, like this, and like this. Sometimes if it's right on the beat where the note is, it doesn't generally work always. So I like to just go like a beat earlier for it to trigger properly. So I mean, it's a little bit more consistent. Sometimes, yeah, every now and then you'll run into that. Okay, so let's hear that. So crash cymbal is a bit loud, I'm not gonna lie. So then let's relatively bring these two down from each other. Great, and then the bass drum too, it's kind of, you can't really feel it or hear it, so I'm just gonna bring it up as a total volume. Okay. Alright, that's better. Overall, the energy kind of, if you were to draw like a graph of how the energy should be here, maybe this part's like the highest point, and then you just sort of level down ever so slightly, just a few steps, and it's just coasting to the end there. So yeah, I think we don't really need to shape it too much, but let's just do the triangle from that point on. So 359 again. We have this hit, and then a roll, like that. Okay. Now, every time we roll, we probably need to bring it up. So I'll do that. Like, oh. All right, nice. All right, so then we have that B. Triangle hits like that. Ding, ding. All right, let's hear a little bit of that. Okay, so we kind of need to bump up that volume of the triangle. It needs to really poke through. That's the idea. So let's just keep moving. So then we have the triangle roll. Ding, ding. Let's see here. These should be more choked. Like that. or maybe like that. Okay, so again, choke, choke, roll. Now, oh no, you know what? I keep looking at other lines. That's the timpani line. However, there is a roll in the next measure, so let's move that over. It's like that. Okay. Yep. And then after that, you have another run of these. Same thing. Another run of those. Probably another run of those after that. Yeah. Great. Okay, so then what happens here? On the triangle part, you do one more hit. Oops. Like that. And on the crash, there's a bass crash on the next part. Might as well add it in. Okay. Although I couldn't hear that. Okay. Well, now it's playing, but before it wasn't. Okay. Great. So now that we have that part done all together, then we can go ahead and plan for our last section. So the last section has a lot of stuff. Luckily, we did the brass and woodwinds. I believe, yes. So then we just have to fill in cello 1 and all the way up to the violin 1. So once we do that, then we have percussion, and then we're good. All right. Okay, yeah. I just saw some notes here. All right, Sam, take care, man. Have a good night. Moving on. Let's do what we were planning on doing, which is the cello 1. And how much time do we have? It's about 9:45. Okay, so I think this would be a good time to just take a little breather and read through some of the notes. If Guy, you're still there, I just saw your note. Let me actually just read through. You had a question about something on Bear McCreary, right? So let's talk about that real quick. So I recently discovered him because of the series on the Amazon, The Rings of Power. Oh yeah, Lord of the Rings. I actually only watched like the first 3 episodes. It's pretty cool. I just don't have a lot of time these days to, or I guess my priorities have shifted or something. But yeah, it's really cool. Actually, there was a Utah guy that helped him out. He's one of his assistants that I know, and probably shouldn't say his name, but yeah, it was really cool to have him be a part of that show, which is amazing. So, anyways, that Bear McCreary thing you mentioned is what do you think of him? Yeah, so I think he's amazing. I think he is very versatile. I didn't watch Walking Dead, but I know that's kind of his big show that got him on the map. I know he's done a bunch of other stuff before and after that too, but he is represented by the Kraft Ingle Management Company, which is one of the biggest music composer agencies in the world, who also manages Danny Elfman and Austin Wintory and a bunch of other people. And I remember when Richard Kraft from Kraft Ingle said something about how he was really impressed by his work ethic, and he kept hearing his name pop up and eventually was like, okay, I gotta talk to this guy. So I think that's a really cool story in the sense that Bear McCree, it seems like a hustler. I've seen some interviews of him. The way he speaks, he's very passionate. He seems like a cool guy, someone that I would love to hang out with someday. Yeah. So and yeah, I don't listen to a lot of his stuff, to be honest, but the stuff I have listened to, and I have listened to the Rings of Power soundtrack. It's pretty good. Um, a lot of cool choir. Uh, the writing on it is top notch. Yeah. As far as the other thing you're mentioning, about the Dolby Atmos, I haven't had much exposure, to be honest, about using any type of binaural or what do you call that, surround sound. I think there's a word for that. It's like open spatial, 360-degree spatial something headphone. So this is how far behind I am in this technology, but I know that's a thing. Apple Music plays that and whatnot. Dolby Atmos is basically that. So yeah, I luckily have mixers that I can send that off to, and they can do the magic. But I myself haven't really messed around too much with that. So yeah, um, I do work on the Oculus, the Quest 2 for a video game that I'm working on. That in itself is a challenge, but in a sense, that's 360-degree spatial sound. And luckily, that kind of stuff is very simple for on the audio engineering side, because Meta kind of figures all of that out with Unity. And anyways, so it's not as complicated as it sounds, because they just kind of do it for you in a sense. You just have to program where the sound sources are, and it'll do the rest for you. So, anyways, yeah, the technology is cool, and it's intimidating. Luckily I'm on the more of the user friendly side of things. Yeah. Well, anyways, let's move on, shall we? This is a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying these string runs that we're hearing here. Really cool. Let's see. So we're on the cello one, right? This is measure 374. Let's look at it with the measures here. So I'll zoom in a little bit. So this is 374 right over here, and cello 1. So we want to play the top line. Now it looks like it's doubling up with the bottom, right? The cello 2, and I think I put that in already. Let's see. Yeah, so if it's doubling up here in unison, so like it's weird because the stems are going up and down for this page, but then after that it's just 1, and I'm assuming they just are telling you this is still cello 1 and 2. So let's double check that real quick. If that's the case, that's gonna save me 1 line right over here. Yeah, so this is basically that I did like 3 or 4 episodes ago. So then I either should copy it or, oh, sorry, this is bass core, huh? It's over here. This is the one I was talking about. So I'll just snip it and then put this over here, I guess. Or let me think about that. This one's kind of funky, actually, to be honest, because it's funky because these are 2 different instruments and then it's combining into one. So let's see here. So I'm wondering if maybe I should incorporate and employ a different library just for the hell of it on this one, this Pacific cello. By the way, I got Pacific solo strings, guy. Really cool stuff. I didn't have much time to play around with it today, but from what I've heard, it's amazing, and I'm so glad that Jasper was able to make it. Um, what he's doing is pretty amazing, by the way, and for the price is very honest and decent for what he charges. Um, anyways, maybe I'll do a video on that at some point. So on this is the Pacific version of what I just did on Cello 2, but this will be considered Cello 1. Now we just have to, man, why is this so jumpy? Sorry, suspend auto scroll when editing. I might have to do something like that. Anyways, it's very jumpy, and I might have to do that. Maybe that's what will fix it. So all of this over here, dun dun dun. Maybe we do a marcato. Oops, like that. And then this one, I'm not even sure what that was supposed to be. Is it that? Let's see here. There's a mistake here as well. What measure is that? That is 376. 376 is, yep, it's that one right there. Okay, so then let's fix that here as well. Okay, so that's the idea. With that, we can shape it a little more. So first off, so velocity does do something, and maybe I can bring it down a little bit. Okay. Let's unsolo everything. I'm not sure. Let's listen to just the strings. Sounds great. Yeah, and by the way, yeah, the Pacific Library. If you guys are watching, other than Guy, who is obviously familiar with it, I highly recommend the Pacific Library, and everything that Performance Samples is doing right now is awesome. Pacific has a solo library right now too that kind of just employs the first chair of all of the Pacific ensemble players. I'm incorporating it with, of course, the Spitfire stuff over down here with the SFSS that I have. I think they mesh really well together as a layering ensemble. So those two are my go-tos right now. And we'll see if that changes, but for now, I really like how it sounds. Now, that's basically the Cello 1 in a nutshell. Let me just double check though and see if anything changes. So we're looking down here again. So essentially, Cello 1 and 2 split up until a certain point. As you can see here now at 402, it is in unison. 403 is in unison, but at 404, it actually breaks off. So let's go there on my iPad as well. And at 404, okay. So now what I need to do is go back to this and solo both of these guys. Now again, the Pacific Cello is Cello 1. The SFSS down here is cello 2. Now I might need to change the color so that there is more obvious. Now cello 2 is pink. Great. So what I'll do is we'll go all the way to where the score measure 404 is, which is over here. Okay. And it looks like I stopped everything because I knew this is where it was breaking off. So how should I do this? What I'll do then is kind of do it together at all at once, I suppose, and oops, go from there. So first off, we'll do it in sections like active part only, and then this goes to okay. Second one. So this goes a third above the second cello. Let me turn this off. It goes to the F sharp. So still moves quite a bit. So, a lot jumpier than I was planning. So okay, anyways, let's delete some of this, which is all this junk here. Let's make this step mode. And let's make this step mode. Okay, so same thing over here. Step mode. Oh. Right? Oh, step mode. There you go. Okay, same thing here. Oh man, I'm gonna switch over back to step mode. I think the rap mode is really cool for certain things, but the step is just more intuitive for me. Okay, so this is what it sounds like. Okay, now is this the best use of articulation? I'm not sure. Maybe for the Pacific stuff we need to change. So let's let's go to that and change these notes to, let's say, sus marcato. Alright, and it's kind of loud, but okay. And then over here, when we're doing this line, we should probably assign this to either the sus marcato again, or sustain, or even spiccato. Let's just try this one. Wow. That sounds pretty nice right there. Okay, so let's say we do that. Oh, and this needs to change back to step mode. Then we should be good. So we go boom ba da boom ba da ba, and then right here this goes. Okay, so now it breaks off and goes higher. Guy, you're saying I was tempted with the VSL new dual strings library, but for my ears it sounds very synthy. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I'm always hesitant to get new libraries now because the technology, I feel like we've hit a wall, or we've like plateaued, and there's a bottleneck of improvement on how good these sample libraries sound. So now I feel like maybe at this point there just needs to be newer technologies that will get us to that next level. Of course, AI is a thing, but I'm not sure how that will influence the sampling technology. But yeah. Anyway, so new libraries nowadays aren't always amazing. It's a hit or miss sometimes. Not to bash on anyone though. With the right skill set, you can make anything sound good. So let's see here. 405, 403, 404, 405. This is where it gets interesting. So going back to this guy, it goes. Now that doesn't sound good. That's partly because I should change these all to, let's say this. Okay, and then maybe bring that all up. There you go. Although, is it spiccato? It's not really jumpy. It's saying da 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 with a slur. But man, I don't know what else we could do. So it's too quiet. Too much. See, and this is where every library has its like shortcomings, so to speak. Although this is one of the more complete libraries out there. That sounds a little better. What if I shorten them like that? Does that do anything different? Then bring up this. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so basically you're just doing that over and over. It looks like you go all the way to what looks like the very ending. Yeah, well, it makes it easy, right? It goes to 422. Like that. And then we just gradually get quieter using both velocity and the wheel or the mod stuff. But I think we have to do this gradually, and also we have to know when to really gradually go down, which it looks like here is 413, and then you gradually go down to 3 measures. So from here to here, these should be super quiet. It says pianissimo. Okay, so if let's say it's like that, then we use the wheel for the rest. So on, but it's hard because you have to time some of this. Well, you know what? I should probably gradually fade these down with the velocity more. Cool. And then even here, I probably can go up just a little bit. Cool. So there's that. Now the cello 1, that was easy, right? Cello 1 though, let's see. Cello 1 at 405. Here we're gonna go G sharp. So maybe I take these guys and bring it up here. There's your G sharp. B, E, oh, hello. So E, F sharp. Then it keeps going, so you do another, whoa, goes really high. E, F sharp, G sharp, A. And then it kind of dances around here. So how does this work? E. Now it goes higher. There's your E. Wow, this is quite high for the cello one. G sharp and F sharp. Okay, I definitely got a wrong note there. What did I do? Let's see here. Let's go back. So I have E, F, G, B. E, F sharp, G sharp. Oh, there you go. A natural. Okay, so then over here, do I make it jumpy? Perhaps we change the articulation here to just a normal legato. Sorry, I'll just solo that again. Let's bring up that velocity a bit. And we could maybe push this forward a little bit. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, I have a feeling that's not right still. That is not an A, it's a B. Okay, great. So let's keep going. So you got the E, B, G sharp, F sharp. I'll just quantize that for now and maybe change that after. So then you got the E, B, G sharp, F sharp, yeah. And then you go one octave down. Let's see it on the bigger picture. Cool. That's a big, like 3 octaves or 2 octaves. 1, 2, 3. 2 octave run. No, it's a 3 octave run. Yeah, so you're going up, or it's not really a run, but like an arpeggio. G, E, E, B, G sharp, F sharp. Okay, and then we do it again. So we're dancing. We're dancing up and down. The E, this isn't quite right, but I'll copy it here. And it goes to E, F sharp. Okay, after, oh, this goes to B and this goes to G sharp. Okay. Alright, so then let's copy that. And then go up an octave. So it goes like this. And we're slowing down too, actually. The tempo track is slowing down here, so that's why it sounds like that. We should also be remember to overlap this at some point. I think that'll help. Now, I could do a marcato and just bring the velocities down. I'm curious how that would sound. Let's try it. So, anyways, over here we have another one of these, but it's different this time. Instead of is it different actually? No, it's the same. Okay, then we go down, and then we go like that. Yes, it's the same. And then we do it again. But this time, I think we stop that pattern somewhere here. So we go here. And then after that note, you hang on that dee-da, this part dee-da dee-da. So you do that how many times now? So from here you go once, twice, 3, 4, and then the last note here. On a E. No, G sharp. Right? Hold on 1 second. Oh, the last measure we go down, so we go G sharp, F sharp, E. Oops, E, and then this is B, G sharp. And then this one here, there's actually one more note, E. Okay. Alright, so let's now bring down some of the volume. Something like that. Let's see, 413. We're going to find 413. So from here, those 3 measures, we need to go more gradual. Okay. And then I'm curious if I should try that sustain marcato like I was saying, and just bring them down. So like this. Exaggerate something. I need to differentiate the upbeats from the downbeats. Okay, yeah, something like that. 413. Okay. And then also here we're gonna bring it down a little bit. That means this stuff needs to go down a little bit. A little bit more. We're gonna really exaggerate that actually. Okay. That will help. I don't know if the marcato is the best actually, now that I hear a few times. But the alternative, which was the legato, sounds a little too flabby for me sometimes. So like, we just have to ever so massage that to a certain level, and it might sing and really pop out. So it kind of sounds okay towards the end. So maybe I bring it down just a little more. That sounds a little better. Yeah, and then we'll just relatively bring that down as well as here. And then now here, maybe we do change it to this. See, now that's where it should sound like. It's kind of hard because your ears get so used to this. I'm just debating if I should change it now. Okay, let's just solo the cello 1 only. Let's go to the big screen. See, this sounds okay by itself. And where do we change? We change here. Maybe we do that. We just keep the velocity nice and low on all of the front end. Like this. And that might help. Anywho, sort of right here, like these scratchy. It's a little too scratchy. First note right there is loud. Okay, and then the other thing is that we can overlap them. That'll also help with some of that phrasing or the legato-ness of it, making it sound more connected. You see it's overlapping right there. Yeah, okay, I think we got it. That's probably the way to do that one. So now that we have a base for the melodic moment here, we can build off of that with viola, violin 2, violin 1. So I'm really wanting to finish this today, and I think we can. I'm really hopeful. And when I say finishing, at least the notes. We're finishing just the notes, and next week I think we can spend a couple hours or even 3 to just polish everything, get some faders and massage everything, balance and mix it better, and I think we can present it to the world. So this is really fun. I think with all that being said, it's a lot of time, and you know, this is where you kind of get into this debate between, you know, how much time should you spend on a mock-up, you know, versus just hiring an orchestra, right? So it's one of those things. I'm gonna go ahead and press play though with all the band and just kind of hear this in context real quick. So the problem here is everything's so loud that you can't really hear the strings or this cello. Well, the violins will really stand out just because of the register it's in, but the cello should also still be heard. So let's go ahead and fix that. I'm just gonna bring up. Well, let's see here. I'm just wondering if I need to bring it up even earlier. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. But definitely over here, because of how soft I put the velocities, I should probably bring up that and maybe in here too. Okay, so what else? We have this one. Bring that up just a little bit. Oops. And as well as here. Let's hear how that sounds. Okay. All right, and then there's something funky happening here. Okay, so this phrasing is a little different than the first one or the second one and the following, so I'm just gonna make that more consistent. Okay. Yeah, it's still really quiet, surprisingly, even though I am bringing this up to the tippy top in a sense. It's really in that velocity, and I'm really hesitant to bring it up just because of the scratchiness that you hear. But I do like that a little bit better than the velocity. Excuse me, the other articulation, which is legato. So that's I don't know. That's really hard. I'll bring it up just a little bit. Something like that, right? That'll help. This stuff here, maybe you can stay up. And let's go like this. A bit of a warmer compressor, huh? Yeah, I think a compressor can bring that up, right, in the mix. All I'm worried is if I put that compressor on that cello, will that affect other things? Let me think about that for a second. The other thing is this cello is kind of loud now, so maybe I go the opposite. Here is this the only Pacific cello. If this is the only Pacific cello, then I'm good to go. What I could do, but there is another cello. Oh, I see. Now I wouldn't be able to do that in a certain way. The way I have my my template set up, excuse me, over here, is that this is using Violin Ensemble Pro, so all of the cello channel is mixed in with the other samples that are cello, like this one and this one. So the only way I could do that is if I rendered it out and then try that, but I'd hate to do that, and then if I have to fix something, then I have to re-render. It's kind of annoying. So the only thing I can do, let me go ahead and do this, is go to my Violin Ensemble Pro side of things, which you can see here, and pinpoint that cello, which is going to be here. And luckily, I can at least try a few things on this end. For one, this is at its highest point in the MIDI CC data. However, if I were to disable that CC7, let's say I just deleted that, then I can control the volume elsewhere. Excuse me, right over here. So I can bring this up a little bit. And then for some reason there's like a legato that just kicks on. That's weird. UAD 2500. Whoa, hello. What is that supposed to resemble or emulate? Is a 2500 UAD? Is it like a Fairchild, something like that? Let's see here. So for some reason I saw a legato kick on, and that's not good, but as long as it doesn't keep happening. Let's hear this in context with this. And then here, this is what I'm worried about. Okay, so maybe let's bring down this quite a bit. That's probably good enough. So this is one of the only few times that I will mute my CC data. How should I do this? Maybe I'll put one in. Let's see here. Let's disable this for a second. I'll put one in, and then I'm gonna mute it, and then I'm gonna do that. So hopefully that didn't trigger it, but basically this is the only way, because it's already up to the highest point of the of that as well. So hopefully that helps. If I press play now, especially here, this is where you can really hear it. Let's see if that pokes through from the brass. Great. Okay, that's what we want. And then what is this one? This is louder for some reason. These should be pretty low. Oh, but this is a different articulation, huh? So it doesn't really matter. Okay, alright, but I need to shape that. That's nice. Oh, okay. API flagship compressor. That's what it is. Okay. Nice. That's great to know. I'm not too familiar with API compressors, but I've heard of them. Cool. Let's see. So that's gonna have to do. Let me just double check this part though. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. So all this stuff is pretty loud now. So let's bring this down in relation to everything else I just did. Bring that down. Okay, let's listen. Okay, and yeah, for some reason it does this weird. Oh, I see. This isn't assigned to anything. That's why. Okay, so then does that mean some of these other ones are missing? I don't think so. Yeah, the brass are just really overpower, which means maybe I need to bring some of that trumpet down. But before I do that, let's listen to Just Strings by itself. It's pretty good. It's not bad. So yeah, then if that's the case, over to the trumpets end. I'm kind of torn what to do here. Maybe just a little bit. Something like that. And then, but yeah, it's saying from what I remember, this is kind of like the forte or triple forte. So we had cello 2, cello 1. Now we have to just do viola, and then the violins. Okay, after that, percussion. We have about 30 minutes. It's not looking like we can finish in 30 minutes, but let's see if we can finish just in general. So now we're at 3, or what measure is that? 40. No, it's 374. Okay, we're getting closer and closer. 374. All right. Now, Viola is doing this do 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 do, which in some ways is pretty straightforward. Notes are the same. That's not F sharp. That's E, B, E, or E, B, G sharp. So E, B, G sharp, and then just the other part of that. Oh, actually, it's a different chord. Maybe that's a F sharp, B, F. F sharp, B, A. Is this a B? Yeah, it is a B. But it looks like it just kind of alternates between the two, and then going to the next part. Same notes. Okay, at least for those 6 measures. Is this the same? It looks like it is the same. It's just deceptively different because of the beams are flipped. Oh, but it does change here. Okay, so after that, this goes down. Okay, well, pretty straightforward. One other quick analysis is it looks like violin 2 is playing the same thing in octaves with the viola there. Although, this is very strange. Oh, I see. So this is correct, but on the second beat, second half of the bar, it's actually different. It's like doing a D and an F sharp. Anyways, these are not the same. They're kind of all harmonizing each other, but the motion is the same, and I think is actually a lot easier than I thought it'd be. So the only part that's a little tricky is going to be this part here, because this kind of takes a little more finessing. And as you can see, it does the decrescendo, and it goes up and loud again, and then quiet again. And I probably should do that with the cello as well, or with probably the rest of the band in general. But once that happens, you just keep doing that. It's just floating in the air. It's nice, and luckily it's repetitious. It's repetitive. We can do this. So let's go and finish this off, shall we? How should I do this? Actually, let's do the input method again. So we have E down here, like that, right? Okay, and then we have F sharp. Okay, so go something like this. I think this is the same thing for 4 measures. Next page, 6 measures. Okay. And there's a decrescendo or hairpin kind of thing happening. Okay, so let me try that again. Maybe I'm an octave too low. Something doesn't seem right. There you go. Okay, and then what is this? This is Spitfire. So let's do a legato. Either that or spiccato. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Maybe let's try the short brush just for a second. And then there's tenuto. Too mushy. Too short. Wow. That's not too bad. Let's try taking that out for a second and putting in the performance legato instead. Cool. There's something funky going on there. Let's see why. Right there. So we don't want to trigger a legato between the high and low notes. So let's just take all of this and shorten it. There you go. That's the winner right there. Let's do that again. Actually, now it has to be, oops, a little bit more gradual. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna sort of copy this information and put it right there, because I think these are all 3-bar phrases. I think. I could be wrong. I can delete this if I'm wrong, but it'd be nice to save some time and incorporate some of the phrasing into here. Okay, yeah, so it looks like 3-bar phrases because then it hits up this transition. Okay, so let's go back. We have Viola right here, right? So Viola is going on 381. So this is 390, 379, I mean 380. I actually need to do one more. Is that right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so One more. All right, now we do this. And on this part, it says to keep it louder. So maybe we bring this up and kind of flatten it a little more. Same with this one. Bring this up, flatten it just a bit. Sometimes I can't do that unless it's bigger. Okay. All right, so then let's go from there. Yeah, it's a little bit louder. Okay, and then over here you have what is this? D sharp, A, F sharp. Now it's a little different. You have F sharp here, A, D sharp. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna solo that. Okay. Do. And then C sharp. All right, and I think we're climbing, so it's like. All right, and then not climbing, but I guess we're outlining chords instead. So like this. Oh, it's not quite this, but let's see. G, B, like that. All right, take the inverse of that, basically. Yeah, and then a D. Oh, what happened? There you go. Okay, so let's go back. Oh, this is supposed to be a C sharp. Okay, and I have this note wrong. Okay, I think I have other notes wrong. No, my eyes just keep drifting. Where am I supposed to look? This is viola. I was looking at the violin 2 part. Oh boy. So then did I mess this up? Up until here I did. So let's fix this. From here, this should be an E. This is a B, and this is a G sharp. Okay, my bad. I was on the violin 2. My brain just shifted to violin 2 and just thought I was correct. Okay. And then over here we have D sharp, B, F sharp. So this is similar to violin 2. That's the other thing that's confusing is they kind of double notes, but then they harmonize on other notes. So there you go. Sorry, I keep pressing the unsolo button on accident. Okay, so this needs to go up. Alright, so now we're almost caught up again. Over here we have F or D sharp. Okay, so this is D sharp. And then the next part, this is F sharp. This is B, This is D sharp, F sharp, and then going back down, that's how that goes. Nice. And then this one, we could probably connect more. Cool. Beautiful. All right, and then what happens? We go back to this idea. Okay, great. And then what happens after that? We have D sharp again, doing this little run. And then this again. But it's actually E, F or G sharp, B. Whew. This is E. I like that. Great. So let's hear it in context to kind of see where we're at here. I have a feeling that we need to bring up this volume overall. Right. Can't really hear much. And again, even in the recording, it's probably like that a little bit. But so we want to honor the balancing a little bit to that bias of brass being heard. But I'm just gonna bump it a little more, hopefully, so that when you hear just a string solo, at least that sounds balanced. Right. So even this is a bit quiet. So let's just bring all this up. That way. Okay. We're halfway there, I would say, from the end. Okay, so let's just keep going. At 390 we have da 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 da. Oh, interesting. Wait, 390. Huh. It seems to break off of that pattern and just goes up like this again. But then it goes down over here. Like that. And then this goes same notes. E, B, G, sharp, E. Okay. Wow. It's a really unusual thing here. So you got then, oops, D sharp, A. Oh no. What is it? A? Yeah, it is an A. Then B, C, D sharp, A, B. Okay, great. What else do we have here? We're going back down. This is now D sharp, B, A, D sharp, B, A. Cool. I'm gonna just solo the viola now and keep going. So after that, we go to a D sharp. F sharp. Wow. It's an interesting choice of notes for this little moment. So I think this part's really interesting. I mean, this part not so much. This is a B dominant probably chord right here, and then, but then it goes up to the D sharp. That's interesting. So that shape is interesting. Over here though, I just copied over this line, and it might not be right. So let's just double check. This should be F, no, G sharp, B. Yeah, actually that is correct. So then on the next part here, maybe grab this again. Now instead of a D sharp, it's a E. This is a B, G sharp, E, B, F, no, G sharp. And then, what is this? B, this is a B. G sharp, E, G sharp, and E. Okay. So this part is a little bit tedious, isn't it? I think once I copy this over to the violin 2 line, at least I have the shape, and then I can just move those notes accordingly. But there's a good chance I might make a mistake, so it's got to be vigilant on trying to not make a mistake. So it looks like here I have to go back to this one. Looks like the same notes, which is great. And then this one is different. So this is like a octave. Oh, okay. So from here it's octave lower. So right here, this should be a G. Now let's see. Let's think about that. Oh, I see. So this is a B like that. Okay, so we're doing our arpeggio, E major arpeggio. And then something similar here, where we're doing a E major arpeggio upwards, like that. Although, let's see, I might have done that differently. Oh, I see. It's actually the same notes, like that. Da 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 da. Okay, let's listen from afar. Cool. All right. Moving on. Then we have, this is a E. And then it goes upwards in this fashion, but it should be quantized forward. Okay, so E, G sharp, B. After that, it goes to this high E, and then down to the B again. G sharp. Yeah. No? Let's see. Oh, I see. So this one goes here, this one goes like that. There you go. So that's interesting how that holds for a second. And then I kind of think it just does this, but an octave lower. No, not quite. So this one is carrying that E major as well. So you go all the way down and then you hit E twice. Okay. And then this is the phrase where it goes up. Okay, so let's hear it in context. So this is where I think the cello can be copied over almost to the T. Let's double check that though. All right, so this from the cello line, cello 1 to be exact, and oh, I see. Maybe I went ahead of my. Was it this one? It was over here. Okay, so from here, let's copy that again. If I put that into the viola, it might be similar or this exact same. I'm not sure. So at this measure 405, I'm just copying over because it's very similar to what the cello did again. But it looks like this part's not doing that. It's going like this instead. So still spelling an E major chord. But it goes to A, B, D sharp, or E. No, it's E. Okay, and then here this could be correct. Instead of going to this E though, it goes down. Huh, that's interesting. So boop boop, and then it goes to E. Okay. E4, yeah, E4. Okay, then E, F sharp. Goes to the G sharp. Whoa, hello. Okay, after the G sharp, it goes down again. Let's bring this up. Okay. All right, so what happens after that? After that E goes down to a B. Or is that a B? Oh yeah, B. B, and then back to alto clef. And the alto clef on that note is G sharp. Then it goes to F sharp. There's a G sharp, F sharp, D sharp, or E. There's your E. There's your B. Okay. After that B, it goes downwards to. Uh-oh. Something seems a little off. Let me just double check something. So, oops. Oops, let's see. Okay, so let's check here again. G, F sharp, E, B. This is measure 408. Oh, I see. So I might have added an extra beat or a bar because something's not right again. All right, so let's go 406, 406 real quick. Let's see where I made a mistake here. This is so basically everything here should be moved over. Okay. And then this should be moved over, I believe. This could be the mistake though, right here. So I believe if I just did that, let's see. And let's double check. This is 405 in the score. 3, 4, 4, 45. Okay, 405. We have E, which was this one. E, F sharp, G sharp, B. Huh. But what's this doing here? G, this is a E. Huh. So I don't know what's going on here, but right? 404, 406, 405. Okay. All right, let's reset. Reset. 405 starts here. B. Then this would be G sharp. So this was correct. I had that going well. Okay, so then this part is one bar before that. Very confusing. 404. Okay, let's get 404. So then we have this E, G, or F sharp. This should be F sharp. G sharp, and then this is a B. Okay. So that's good. So basically all of this here need to move over like that. And I'm assuming the other part is good too. So let's highlight all of this. Yeah, I don't know where I got off, to be honest. So we have this, and then let's see if this is repeat. Nope. Right, unless I put down the wrong measure again. That could be very well possible. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. Something just did not jive today. Making a lot of mistakes here. So I go like this. Wow. I don't know what happened, to be honest. And then my eyes are just kind of glazing over right now, so that doesn't help either. So then let's move this over here. Okay, so over, this is 398 now. On 398, it does go to an upward motion. So I'm assuming that somewhere here I got off. Okay. I did. Okay, found it. So this part is wrong. Haha. All of that for that. So let's listen now one more time just to hear everything in context. Let's just hear strings actually. Okay, so now it's starting to sound like the song or the piece. So 407. Let's go back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So I had the first two measures good. After that, you have this A. Is that A? It would be a D sharp. Okay, well. Oh, excuse me, I'm looking at the wrong measure again. It would be a G sharp, but an octave lower. Okay, now this is where it gets a little easier. G sharp, F sharp, E. Okay, back up to F sharp. All right, now we're going to repeat this note over here. Do, 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 do. Like that. Oops. Okay. And then we go up. This is G sharp, B, E, F sharp, G, A, or B, G, B. And then we're going to go up again to treble clef, F sharp. Okay, and then it's kind of repeating that phrase from here. So I can just probably copy some of this. Like that. Delete this. And paste that. Okay, let's see if that's the same. So we have that G sharp. Yes, G sharp. Okay, treble clef. Keeps throwing me off because it goes to treble and then back to alto. Here. Do. Okay. And then E, F sharp. Yes. Okay. All right, we're getting close. So then over here we have G sharp. Then it goes to B. This is E. B. And then just kind of does this E, B, E, B, E, B, E, B. Let's find those notes. Like so. Great. After you do that E, B, E, B, E, B, E, B, you go down to here, which goes G sharp, F sharp, G sharp, F sharp. Oh, there's a little bit more notes here, so then it doesn't stop here. It goes like this. G sharp. Okay. Now we just have to shape it a little bit, and I think that part is good. All right, here we go. This probably should be quieter. Some of the phrasing or notes don't seem to be working always, so let's just make sure there's no overlapping of notes, especially here. Let's try again. Decrescendo here. Okay. And then on these last notes, it's kind of loud still, so let's bring down the velocity. I don't know if that does anything. It does, but we probably should do something more here as well. All right, now that part is repetitive and it's supposed to be like that, but I'm just gonna double check to see if I got those notes right. If it's alternating or anything like that. It looks like it should be E B. Pretty sure. It just kind of pokes out a little too much. So what to do? Maybe I should shape that too. Like that. Yeah, a little more discreet. Maybe on this part, bring it up again, because this continues the violin part. Like that. So, da-da. And then violin 2 comes in. And there you go. So what time is it? 11:14. Who are we? Man, I'm so close, and I'm very stubborn. I'm like, man, it's late, but and then obviously, as you can see, getting tired to the point where I'm making a lot of mistakes with skipping a bar or something like that. So I think we may have to take it easy for today and retire for another battle. And after that, we should be done. So I think on the next one, I could spend maybe an hour on violin 1 and 2, another 30 minutes maybe on the percussion section, and then another hour and a half just tweaking the most important parts of each section. And that should be able to get it to the point where we can play it back and it'll sound real nice. But yeah, as you can see, the stuff that you have in the strings, it's nice, but it kind of gets buried with everything else that you hear. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to solo all the strings. You should be able to see these notes. Yeah. And then from here, I'll kind of A and B it with the rest of the orchestra, just to kind of see how that would sound. So here we go. So I can see this acts more as a motor, like an engine, than more melodic stuff towards this section. Once you hear it with the band or with the orchestra, it's almost non-existent, which I'm kind of bummed about. We'll have to mix it in a certain way that you can hear that come through more. Here we go. tracks, 2 and 1. So that is all for today, guys. Thank you for watching. It's been a blast to do these again, and we are so close. So be sure to watch the last stream for this episode. This will be part 14, and we'll call it good. All right. Well, thanks, guys. Have a great night, and thanks for watching. Take care.